Hey friends, Scott Smith with the Smith TV at Keller Williams. Wanted to share with you some good insights on what is going on in the August real estate market in the Twin Cities. One question we get this time of year, is it time to panic or should we be patient? And what I mean by that is we've seen some significant changes in the local real estate market and in the Twin Cities and in Minnesota. What we've seen is actually interest rates have bumped up almost a full percent in the last 5 weeks. We've seen the average interest rate jump up to about 6.82 across the Twin Cities in the state. So that has certainly put a damper on what is going on in the real estate market. Kind of the ripple effect with that is we've seen across a number of price ranges, the average showing activity is down about 10%. Some of them were down more than 16%, depending on the price point. And we don't know if that is due to the seasonal changes. July and August, we are the times of year when we're out on vacation, taking advantage of the great weather that we have in Minnesota in the summertime, or if it is just a significant shift in the market. In my opinion, I think it's actually a little bit of both. So with that, we've actually seen a little bit more supply come into the market, and then also a little bit longer market time with that. So it kind of comes back to basic economics, supply and demand 101. What we've seen with the supply, we've actually taking a look at the market times of about four to 5 weeks, which is certainly up from where we were this time last year. And so with our sellers, we're taking a look at evaluating where's the supply after we've been on the market for about 3 weeks. So we want to be more proactive with that. So our sellers, we're actually having a conversation about, is there any new competition? Are they in line with our pricing, or do we need to make any adjustments with that? We also look at the demand, and for the demand, I mean, since we've come on the market, have there been any of those competing properties that have sold? Not just in our immediate area, whether it be a zip code or a school district, but maybe a little bit more of a broad range to see if other homes are selling and going off the market while we have been sitting. And then we have to take a look at, do we need to pivot or do we need to be patient? And we talk about pricing. Do we need to make any price adjustments or do we need to make any condition adjustments? With showing activity, we do get realtor feedback, and from their buyers, when we're doing an open house, we can get direct feedback from the people that are coming through the open house. Do we need to make any changes with a condition? Is there a room that needs to be painted, furniture that needs to be rearranged, and just to adjust with that? So those are some significant things that we'll have a conversation with our sellers to make sure that we are adapting. The tricky thing is when we're on the market a little bit longer, we want to make sure that we are flexible and able to pivot as the market might be changing. What we looked at maybe 2 months ago is certainly going to be different than where we are today, and being flexible and being able to make that change. So looking at some of the MLS metrics when it comes to our showing activity, that is certainly a big thing. We're also kind of coming over a holiday weekend. Do we get better online activity versus the in-person showings? Because usually the online activity will be a precursor to where we're going to be getting some additional showing activity coming up in the future. So those are some things we want to take a look at. Is it time to panic, or do we need to be patient and maybe make some pivots and some changes to make sure that we get those properties sold? If you have any questions about reaching out, what is going on in the real estate market, and if you're looking to make a move in the next year or so, we'd love to have a conversation with you about that. Give us a call, 651-777-3434. Find us online. You can, if you like this video, if you can find this information helpful, share it with someone else, or subscribe to us and catch us every week. Thanks. Have a great day. Take care.